Right after her assumption to office, Vice President Sara Duterte initiated the establishment of satellite offices in strategic areas around the country. The decision was guided by the vision of the Office of the Vice President to be a dynamic partner institution in nation building that creates a lasting impact in every Filipino. Through these satellite offices, OVP services have become more accessible to Filipinos outside the National Capital Region. Since 2022, 10 OVP satellite offices opened their doors to the public and ushered in much-needed assistance in different regions across the country. Cagayan Valley, Pangasinan, and Bicol. In Visayas, Panay and Negros Islands, Eastern Visayas, Cebu, Bohol, and Siquijor, and in Mindanao, Caraga, Western Mindanao, Southern Mindanao, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region and Muslim Mindanao. In addition, 2 extension offices of the Public Assistance Division were also opened in Lipa, Batangas, and Tondo, Manila. Each satellite office and extension office across the country complement the functions of the central office in Robinson Cybergate Plaza in Mandaluyong. By establishing these satellite offices and extension offices, we have championed our goal to expand the delivery of OVP's social service initiatives. We have also successfully introduced new projects and programs intended to serve more Filipinos in various communities across the country. To this day, we remain committed to provide assistance to a wider number of individuals and families and work even harder in paving the way for the following programs. Medical Assistance Program. The Office of the Vice President extends essential medical assistance tailored to uplift the economically disadvantaged segments of society, including the poor, marginalized, vulnerable, and disadvantaged Filipinos. This assistance aims to alleviate the financial burdens of medical expenses. Burial Assistance Program. The Burial Assistance Program is a support initiative provided by the Office of the Vice President. This program offers financial aid to eligible clients to help cover burial expenses of families who lost their loved ones. We, at the Office of the Vice President, are continuously working together to implement new OVP programs that will enable our kababayan to access much-needed livelihood opportunities such as Magnegosyo Taday. The Magnegosyo Taday is a livelihood assistance program designed to assist men, women, and members of the LGBTQIA+ community in becoming self-sufficient, productive, and empowered citizens through the provision of livelihood subsidies and training programs. A fund amounting to 150,000 pesos will each be given to qualified organizations and 15,000 pesos to qualified individuals. They will also undergo technical and financial management training to ensure the success of their projects. OVP initiated a program that served thousands of Filipinos who rely on public transportation for their daily commutes to work, school, and other activities through the Libreng Sakay Program. The Libreng Sakay Program is a free transport aimed to provide relief to commuters who are dependent on public transportation. A total of 7 buses were deployed to transport passengers in Bacolod, Cebu, Davao, and in Metro Manila. In times of calamities, the OVP is ready to provide our kababayan under crisis situations with immediate relief and help. The OVP Disaster Operations Center aims to provide immediate relief assistance to disaster-stricken areas. The OVP DOC complements the emergency response of LGUs and government agencies in times of disasters. They are tasked to serve as our frontline in disaster response and lead coordination with our local disaster risk reduction and management councils during a crisis. The Relief for Individuals in Crisis and Emergencies, or RISE program, is also a program created to provide food boxes containing rice, canned goods, and other food items to individuals and families needing immediate relief assistance. Kalusugan Food Truck. The Kalusugan food trucks are equipped with kitchens designed to prepare hot meals for responders and volunteers during disaster and calamities. The OVP trucks are strategically placed in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. These trucks are also used to distribute the buns to the beneficiaries of the Pansarap Project. The Pansarap Project is a school-based feeding program for children aged 4 to 12 years old who suffer from malnutrition and poor health. As a supplemental feeding program, the Pansarap Project provides young students with nutritious Pansarap buns for a period of 120 days. Pagbabago, a Million Learners and Trees campaign. The Pagbabago, a Million Learners and Trees campaign is a three-pronged initiative that underscores the value of education, oral health, and the protection of the environment by aiming to plant 1 million trees. The bags distributed contain school supplies and dental kits for learners in remote communities and economically challenged families. This advocacy program hopes to inspire young learners so they will relentlessly pursue their dreams for better education. You Can Be VP. The You Can Be VP program offers a unique experience to its selected participants. An opportunity to join the VP on her official foreign trips and observe the VP's engagements and activities as part of her delegation. This program aims to inspire future leaders among the youth. Reflected in these VP initiatives are the aspirations for community empowerment, promotion of education and patriotism, and advancement of a peaceful, secure, and stable life for Filipinos. This is the Office of the Vice President. We are dedicated to serve the highest welfare of our kababayan, especially those who are most in need. We remain committed to deliver efficient, accessible, and responsive public services and programs for the good of all Filipinos. And together, we will steadfastly work with compassion, sincerity, and diligence to pursue our shared hope of a brighter future for our nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, to deliver her keynote message, let us welcome the Honorable Sara Z. Duterte, Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines and Secretary of the Department of Education.
Thank you. Please take your seats. Mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, assalamualaikum. Madayaw, mayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Unang-una, nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng mga naririto ngayon at patuloy na kaagapay ng Office of the Vice President sa paglilingkod sa mga Pilipino. Hindi matatawaran ang halaga ng inyong kontribusyon sa mga proyekto at programa ng OVP para sa ating mga kababayan. The Office of the Vice President would not have accomplished even half of what we have achieved without your trust in the integrity of the OVP, your dedication to public service, and your commitment to uplifting the lives of the Filipino people. We have a long list of organizations to thank, from the government and private sectors, from the business community, people's organizations, local government units, and private individuals. Last year, Pasidungog was a celebration of partnership we forged through the values we all uphold as government institutions with a common pursuit of a better life for Filipinos. We continue to celebrate our partnerships today as we take a closer look at the changes that happen to the individuals, families, groups, or communities that we have reached. The impact of our collaborations on the lives of those who needed medical care, burial assistance, immediate relief assistance, food aid, free public transport, and school supplies has been incredibly significant. And our delivery of public services have profoundly made a difference in the lives of our people. When we brought government programs to the communities through our satellite offices and extension offices, we essentially brought the government right to the doorsteps of Filipino homes. Essentially, we have two kinds of interventions. First, services that provide immediate help to citizens in distressing situations. And second, services that provide long-term solutions to social issues confronting our citizens. The first intervention supports people experiencing hunger, financial insecurity, medical crisis, and calamities. The second are initiatives that build the capacity of communities to address issues that impact their lives. Both initiatives aim to put Filipinos at the center of everything we do, where every Filipino has the opportunity to thrive and become participants in nation building. We received thousands of letters from groups all over the country expressing their desire to become recipients of the OVP flagship program, Magnegosyo Taday. And we also received letters from individuals expressing the same desire to become recipients of the program. Naisip namin, ang pag-unlad ay nagsisimula sa desisyon ng isang individual na maging kapaki-pakinabang. Kung kaya't binuksan natin sa OVP ang programa para sa mga individual na may pagnanais na maging produktibo para tulungan ang kanyang sarili, ang kanyang pamilya, at ang kanyang komunidad. This is proof that our commitment-based partnerships gave birth to paglaom o paningkamot. And this makes our celebration even more meaningful and inspiring. Dahil ang paglaom o paningkamot o hope and the hard work are among the powerful life lessons that we should arm ourselves with and bring along with us to pursue our dreams. Hope and hard work strengthen the spirit and resolve to overcome times of despair, adversity, and desperation. One who works hard is one who hopes. Naitanim natin ang pag-asa at pagsisikap nang magdesisyon tayo na damayan ang ating Pilipino na nangangailangan ng tulong at nahihirapan sa buhay. Nahitabo kini human nga kita nagdesisyon nga mubarog sa katawhang Pilipino ug sa kanunay magmatinud-anon sa prinsipyo sa serbisyo publiko. Allow me then, ladies and gentlemen, to report to you and to the nation the progress of the programs and projects of the Office of the Vice President that were only made possible through your support. The Office of the Vice President continues to reach millions of financially challenged families needing medical assistance. The Medical Assistance Program is a top OVP social service for Filipinos. In April 2023, we reached 22,970 Filipinos. From May 2023 to April 2024, our satellite office and OVP central office focused on enhancing our efficiency to support more Filipinos needing medical assistance. As a result, by April 2024, we quadrupled our reach and assisted 119,234 individuals. One of our beneficiaries was a boy from Eastern Samar. The 5-year-old boy had cerebral palsy, and his family's lack of financial security made the boy's medical situation even more challenging for them. His mother, Christine, sought our help through the OVP Eastern Visayas Satellite Office. His daily struggle living with cerebral palsy is shared by a family that constantly worries about the risk of him acquiring life-threatening respiratory health conditions. We donated a set of equipment that addresses the boy's respiratory issues. The best that we can do is to ensure that breathing becomes less difficult for him. With an increased reach, our medical assistance program disbursed 1 billion pesos in contrast to just 236 million pesos in April of last year. We thank our partner hospitals, pharmacies, and other social service providers for the success of our program. In April 2024, over 30,000 families accessed our burial assistance totaling 150 million pesos. Compared to last year's period, the program only assisted 6,175 families utilizing 30.8 million pesos. The 400% increase indicates a substantial expansion in the reach and impact our burial assistance program. What started with a single beneficiary, we now have 12 people's organizations who are beneficiaries of the Magnegosyo Taday program. Nakakatuwa ang kwento ng mga benepisyaryo natin. Makikita natin sa kanila ang likas na tibay ng loob ng mga Pilipino para lumaban upang magtagumpay sa harap ng mga pagsubok sa buhay. Katulad na lang ng kwento ng mga miyembro ng Barangay Habag Fisher Folks Association sa Surigao del Sur. Mahirap ang kanilang buhay. May mga anak na pinag-aaral. Walang ibang pinagkakakitaan kundi ang pangingisda. Ngunit, hindi organisado ang mga mangingisda ng barangay. Kanya-kanya ang kanilang operasyon. Kanya-kanya rin sila sa pagharap ng mga problema at paghahanap ng solusyon. However, it only takes one person to initiate change. Isa si Danilo sa naglakas ng loob na hikayatin ang mga kapwa mangingisda na magtatag ng grupo. Alam ni Danilo na kapag organisado, maraming oportunidad ang magbubukas para sa kanila. At matapos nilang itatag ang Barangay Habag Fisher Folks Association, hindi lamang oportunidad ang nagbukas sa kanila, kundi pati pag-asa. Ang kasanatian sa Barangay Habag Fisher Folks Association nagpakita kanato sa pagtubo sa kooperasyon sa mga miyembro sa komunidad ug ang pagkusog sa ilahang maayong pagtagad sa usag-usa. Ang Barangay Habag Fisher Folks Association karon ang nag-unang supplier og isda sa ilang lugar ug mga sikbit nga barangay. Currently, 12 civil society organizations comprising over 26,000 members have benefited from the Magnegosyo Taday entrepreneurial support. Each organization received 150,000 pesos for their livelihood projects. Nais ko lang ibahagi sa inyo ang kwento ng MICA, ang unang women's organization na tumanggap ng Magnegosyo Taday Fund. Ang mga miyembro ng MICA ay nakapagkita sa akin noong Marso para ipaabot sa OVP ang kanilang pasasalamat sa kanilang narating 2 taon pagkatapos nila naging recipient ng programa. Dalan din nila ang application forms para sa akin dahil nais kong maging member ng MICA. I am saying this because I am deeply impressed by MICA's advocacy and how the group exemplified the message of hard work and hope. Magandang halimbawa para sa mga kababaihan ang MICA. Ang epekto ng pag-asenso ng MICA ay hindi lamang nakasentro sa kanilang organisasyon, umaabot din ito sa buong komunidad sa pamamagitan ng kanilang partisipasyon sa mga aktibidad na naghihikayat ng aktibong partisipasyon ng mga kababaihan sa pagpaunlad ng kalidad ng buhay. Bukas ang Magnegosyo Taday na alalayan ng mga grupo ng mga mangingisda, LGBT, mga babae, kabataan, senior citizens, PWD, mga driver ng tricycles at iba pa. Ngunit katulad ng nasabi ko, binuksan natin ang programang ito sa mga individual na handang bumangon, tulungan ang kanilang sarili at maging produktibong Pilipino. Mula May 2023 hanggang April 2024, ang Magnegosyo Taday ay nakapagbigay ng puhunan na aabot sa 15,000 para sa 17 na mga Pilipino para simulan ang kanilang sariling livelihood projects. Kabilang sa mga individual project proposals na tanggap ng OVP ay ang sari-sari stores, salon at livestock growing. Pinapangarap natin na mas marami pang mga grupo o individual mula sa mga komunidad ang maabot natin sa pamamagitan ng Magnegosyo Taday. At OVP, we empower people to empower communities. And empowered communities build a strong, peaceful, and stable nation. Our Libreng Sakay program has assisted 735,202 Filipinos from May 2023 to April 2024. Since we started this project in 2022, we have already provided free transport services to 1.1 million Filipinos. Noong Marso, ipinakilala natin si Drew na isang residente ng Quezon Province bilang pang-1 milyong pasahero ng ating libreng sakay bus. Habang nasa Manila, naging pasahero siya ng libreng sakay mula sa Ortigas Station patungo sa Cubao Q-Mart. Nalaman natin na yon ang unang pagkakataon na sumakay si Drew sa libreng sakay bus ng OVP. Our free transport service program has helped commuting students, the general public, and people like Drew and Emeline who works at a BPO company in Cebu. Kada adlaw gaatang si Emeline sa bus nga atong gi-assign diri sa Cebu. Tungod kay matod niya, doon na siya'y matigom gikan sa budget nga alang unta sa pamasahe. Ang tinigom nga plete, gamiton na lang sa lain pang mas importanteng galastusan sa panimalay. Mayroon na tayong 7 bus na nagbibigay ng libreng sakay sa ating mga kababayan sa buong Pilipinas. Isa sa Bacolod, Cebu at Davao at 4 naman sa Metro Manila. Partner natin dito ang mga jackliner sa NCR, Vallecar Transit sa Bacolod at Cebu at Bachelor Express sa Davao. Daghang salamat sa inyong suporta ug tabang dili lamang sa OVP kundi sa atong mga nanginahanglan na katawhang Pilipino. Isa rin sa mga una nating ginawa noong 2022 ay pagpasok natin sa OVP ang pagtatayo ng Disaster Operations Center o DOC. Ang DOC ay siyang nangunguna sa mga relief operations ng ating tanggapan at ito rin ang namamahala ng ating kalusugan food trucks. May mga, from May 2023 to April 2024, the DOC conducted 92 relief operations which served 205,692 families all over the country. During these operations, 39,138 relief bags amounting to more than 37 million and 15,000 food bags amounting to more than 6 million were also provided. Isa sa mga nagawa ng OVP-DOC ang pagtulong sa mga biktima ng baha sa Lucena City noong Mayo. Ang ating team ay naghatid din ng tulong sa mga biktima ng baha sa Davao Region na umabot sa lampas 26,000 na pamilya sa pagsisimula ng 2024. Ang ating kalusugan food trucks naman ay naghatid ng pagkain sa mga relief responders na nandoon sa komunidad na apektado ng landslide sa Davao de Oro. Ako mismo ay sumaksi sa isang trauma session na ginawa para sa mga batang nakaligtas ng landslide sa probinsya. Nananawagan din tayo sa mga LGU na maging proactive sa pagresponde sa banta ng landslide, baha at iba pang kalamidad. Kabilang na dito ang paglilipat ng mga kababayan mula sa mga disaster risk areas sa mga ligtas na lugar. Maraming salamat sa mga satellite offices na nasa front lines para masiguro na maayos ang paghahatid natin ng tulong sa mga biktima ng mga kalamidad. Samantala, ang ating RISE program ay nakapagbigay naman ng 22,311 food bags sa mga kababayan natin na nahaharap sa krisis at higit na nangangailangan ng madaling tulong. Bilang isang ina, mahalaga sa akin na mahubog natin ang kamalayan at kaalaman ng mga bata para magkaroon sila ng magandang kinabukasan. Nagsisimula ang lahat sa pagtuturo sa kanila kung paano mangarap at pagbibigay sa kanila ng gabay para maisakatuparan nila ang kanilang mga pangarap sa buhay. Sa OVP, tinitiyak natin na kabilang sa mga programa ang para sa mga kabataan. To encourage Filipino learners to value education and environmental stewardship, OVP has distributed more than 186,000 bags containing school supplies and dental kits through the Pagbabago, A Million Learners and Trees campaign. We aim to distribute 1 million bags and plant 1 million trees by 2028. Through the program, we planted more than 266,000 trees from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Dako ang paghinaot sa tabang sa mga partners ug sa panguna sa mga satellite offices na makabuot nato ang atong mga targets. Naniniwala ako at base na rin sa mga sigla at syaga ng ating mga satellite office staff at partners mula sa iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan, kabilang na ang DNR, DepEd, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, NGOs, community groups, church organizations at mga advocates, magagawa natin ito. Umabot na nga tayo sa iba't ibang liblib na lugar ng Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao para sa ating programa. Narating natin ang mga conflict areas ng UPI sa Maguindanao sa pamamagitan ng ating satellite office sa BARM. Dahil dinadaanan ng maraming giyera, hirap sa pag-aaral ang ating mga kabataan sa lugar. At alam natin na nagiging mas vulnerable ang mga kabataan sa mga conflict areas kung hindi natin sila nabibigyan ng atensyon at tulong. Narating din natin ang mga bundok ng Bukidnon sa pamamagitan ng OVP Southern Mindanao Satellite Office. Narating din natin ang liblib na lungsod ng Palanan sa pamamagitan ng OVP Cagayan Valley Satellite Office. Isolated area ang Palanan mula sa ibang bahagi ng Sierra Madre. Mararating lamang ito sa pamamagitan ng eroplano, bangka o ilang araw na paglalakbay sa gubat. Ngunit wala namang mas mahalaga para sa isang tapat na lingkod bayan, kundi ang tunay na makapaglingkod at maiparating sa ating mga kababayan ang ating serbisyo. Salamat sa mga tumulong sa OVP para marating ng OVP Cagayan Valley Satellite Office ang ating mga kababayan sa Palanan. Meanwhile, the OVP Pansarap Bonds have augmented the nutritional requirements of over 14,000 malnourished and severely malnourished students by providing more than 1.1 million fortified bonds in the past year. Napatunayan ng iba't ibang mga pag-aaral na ang nutrisyon ay may malaking papel sa paghubog ng ating mga kabataan. Hindi lamang ito mahalaga sa kanilang pisikal na mga aktibidad, kundi pati na rin sa kanilang talino. Ang unang hangarin natin ay makita ang pagbabago sa timbang ng mga kabataang underweight at ito ay epektibo sa unang pagpapatupad natin ng programa sa Davao at Nuro sa UPI, Maguindanao. Kaya naman, dinala natin ang programa sa Estancia Central Elementary School sa Iloilo. Maraming mga learners sa paaralang ito ang mga undernourished. Sa loob ng 120 days, inaasahan natin ang magandang resulta sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay sa mga kabataan ng nutritional buns na may 10 flavors na pinatibay ng mga nutrients tulad ng vitamin A, carbohydrates, protein, calcium, at iron. Kasabay ng programang ito ang masusing pagsubaybay ng mga nutritionists sa pag-unlad ng kalusugan ng mga bata. Our You Can Be VP program, or You Can Be Vice President program, also continued, and our participants joined me during my official trips abroad. The program already has 5 student participants. We envision that through this program, we will be able to foster leadership among the youth and instill in them the skills they need to develop to become effective leaders. One of the program participants was Elise. She embodies someone who knows what she wants, but also knows that she must work hard to get it. One day, we received a letter from Elise in which she expressed her desire to participate in the program after learning about it from several social media posts. It was for me a demonstration of her character as a young Filipino with a dream and the determination to make this dream come true. Hindi po tayo laging nakakatanggap ng sulat katulad ng sulat na ipinadala sa atin ni Elise. Nakita natin sa kanya ang mga ilang bagay na nais nating pamarisan ng ibang mga kabataang Pilipino. We selected Elise as a You Can Be Vice President participant as she joined me in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in February. After the program, we learned from Elise that she won as the Student Council President of Santa Cruz Integrated High School in Lubao, Pampanga. She embodies hard work, optimism, and determination, and her self-confidence will tremendously help her fulfill her dreams. At this point, allow me to honor the 4 other student leaders who have joined me on my official trips abroad since we started the program in 2022. Trix is a grade 9 student from Dinalupihan, Bataan. Naomi is a grade 8 student from Bacolod, Negros Occidental. Kester is a grade 4 student from Danao, Cebu. And Shara May is a grade 8 student from Northern Samar. They have stories that could inspire young Filipinos to value education, pursue their dreams, and become agents of change as leaders. And they have stories that could become our anchor of hope that one day the Philippines will be led by Filipinos named Elise, Trix, Naomi, Kester, and Shara. Since May 2023 to April 2024, I had 56 diplomatic engagements. These activities with various countries have contributed towards deepening and broadening the bilateral relations with our partner countries. In my capacity as Secretary for Education and President of the Southeastern Asian Ministers of Education Organization, or SIMEO Council, I visited Brunei Darussalam, Singapore, Republic of Korea, Malaysia, and the Kingdom of Cambodia. Let me emphasize, however, hindi kasali sa ASEAN ang Korea, but I was there because I was invited by the government of Korea. Let me emphasize, however, that these engagements were all carried out under the authority as the Vice President. During courtesy calls and meetings, I was able to meet 41 ambassadors, my counterparts as Secretary for Education and Vice President, and other foreign dignitaries. Since assumption into office, we have been moving around the country, meeting with different communities, consulting with organizations, and talking to LGU officials. From May 2023 to April 2024, we participated in 342 meetings and events all around the country. These visits keep us in touch with the realities on the ground, and they remind us of the work that should be done. Mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate our success, we are not really here to congratulate each other, tap each other's back, or make ourselves feel better for what we have achieved. I take this as a reminder of the more significant challenges ahead of us as we continue to fulfill our aspirations for the Filipinos. I also take this as a reminder that we are here based on our commitment as responsible leaders and Filipino citizens. At sa pagpapatuloy natin ng ating mga programa, araw-araw ay patuloy din nating maririnig ang iba't ibang kwento ng buhay mula sa mga Pilipino na dudulog para humingi ng tulong sa atin sa Central Office ng Office of the Vice President at 10 satellite offices at 2 extension offices. At aasahan nila ang ating pagpapasya. Katulad ng ating pagpapasya sa nakalipas na 2 taon kung saan nagdesisyon tayo na maging epektibong ahensya ng pamahalaan para sa mga mamamayan. Inaasahan ng mga Pilipino na mananatili tayong tapat sa ating tungkulin sa kanila at sa ating bayan. Yan po ang hamon sa atin. We are given the opportunity to serve the people and become institutions that would help restore the people's trust in our government through effective, relevant, and timely public service. May we not squander the opportunity to lead, serve, and lift people up so that they become part of our mission to build the nation. Lastly, let me say that the power of collaboration to make things happen can only be put into play if all the actors involved, if all of us here fully dedicate, fully commit to honoring our social contract with the people. And we have proven that we are focused, we are resolute, we are strong. Mga kaigsuunan, wala pa natapos ang atong kontrata sa mga Pilipino. Hangtod nga gagahupot kita o katungdanan, mubo man kini o taas, magpadayon ang pagtawag kanato aron alagaran ang katawhan. Kanunay unta nato kining mahinumduman. Ug sa kanunay, unta kita magpabilin nga mga lider ug mga taong gobyerno nga galantaw sa kaayuhan sa mga Pilipino. Mga lider ug taong gobyerno nga sa kanunay mobarog alang sa interes sa mga Pilipino. Ug mga lider ug taong gobyerno nga matidunot-anon ug sa kanunay gasubay sa prinsipyo sa pagsilbi sa publiko. Salubungin po natin ang panibagong yugto ng ating kolaborasyon na may nag-aalab na pagsisikap at pag-asa para sa mga Pilipino at para sa Pilipinas. Mga kababayan, patuloy po tayo maging matatag tungo sa pagtaguyod ng isang bansang makabata at mga batang makabansa. Ang lahat ng ginagawa natin ay para sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Syukran.
Thank you very much, Madam President, for your